The gift of a day. I awake. God says, "Here, take this gift designed for you. Mercy wrapped and promise tied. There are special plans inside that I made with you in mind. How can I lazy lie and watch the gift slip by that He's prepared with care? With thanks I rise to take when I awake the gift of day." This is a poem by Danette Martin that I found in my daily devotional, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, and perhaps there's no one like an expecting mother who can understand the weight of a day and the change that a mere 24 hours can bring. So join me for a few days in my life as I close out one chapter and look to the beginnings of a new one. Hey, it's a new day and welcome back to my channel. I just put some quiche crusts in the oven to flash bake, and then this is a Saturday. Me and Ivani are gonna go off to a coffee shop and read books and do some drawing, doodling. We've been doing this on Saturdays here in the winter just to give us a little bit of mommy-daughter time, and she loves it. She asks for it every time, so that's where I'm gonna head. But then when I get back, I wanna make the filling for them because I wanna do 2 quiches, one for the freezer and one for now. I really don't know where this video is headed. I just know that with a baby on the way, I need to keep filming. And yeah, I am still filming my baby watch video, which actually went up a little bit ago. You guys have seen that, and you probably already saw my birth story too. So today's video is more of just homemaking at any stage of life. I'll be sharing some of my thoughts throughout the video as well, of course, but that transition feeling almost feels like your family is dying and being reborn again in a different way. And I don't know, it's just, and you overthink everything when you're pregnant as well. So anyway, it's kind of the stage of life I'm in at the moment. I'm starting out this video pregnant. I may not be pregnant till we get to the ending clips, we shall see. But yeah, the crusts are in the oven. I have a very simple recipe I will put down below. You don't have to do any of the ice cubes and tricky things or anything like that. It's super easy, gets right every time. You just plop it all in a bowl together. There's no method even. You literally can do it however. But also, something I've been putting off for so long, I finally did it. I ordered more new lids for my canisters that I keep my dry goods in. I got these back when I was engaged. They're the Tupperware brand. They're perfect. They keep your food perfectly airtight and they stack really nice. They're square. The round ones look a lot better, but they kill space in your cabinetry, and that's important when you have a really poorly laid out kitchen like I do. Anyway, what I did was when I bought them, they were red. And like 2 years ago, I decided I don't want red lids. And I tried spray painting them black, which kind of worked, as you can see. I didn't spray paint the part that was gonna be touching food, but I did the tops and it did kind of work, but as they flexed over time, it started chipping. And I had to start wondering where are these paint chips ending up? Like hopefully not in food. So I did just reorder from I think one of you guys in Canada sent me the link. They said they're on sale right now, get them. So I got white lids. And look, they're so much more aesthetic. I don't know why that's important to me, but anyway, I'm just gonna be switching those out on my canisters and getting rid of my painted lids. So I guess if you want my recommendation on trying to paint ugly colored lids, just don't. Anyway, off to our little mommy-daughter date, and then we'll fill these quiches and see how they turn out. Okay, we are back and I'm working on these quiches. What a special time. I always cherish, yeah, the little mother-daughter time we get. I'm so glad I have one daughter. I'm basically a boy mom, but my first one was a daughter, so what a blessing. So I am kind of just making up my own recipe here. I always forget how few eggs are in quiche, and we want eggs. So yeah, we are going to kind of do our own thing and see how it turns out. I'm doing a steak and egg one, because we had leftover steaks from supper last night. And I'm doing a turkey and spinach. I guess they both have spinach in technically, so. There we go. And I could use my stand mixer or a fork, but I decided to use my hand mixer. My crust kind of shrunk, but oh well. Onion powder and paprika. Might do a little seasoned salt too. Eggs are always just 20 times better when you can see spices sitting on top of them. So there we go. I think it looks pretty. We'll pop them in the oven until they're set. And I'm gonna pop one in the freezer and we're gonna experiment and see how that tastes. I did not make a lot of Make Ahead baby meals just because I feel like once stuff goes in the freezer, it's just not as appealing. There's a few things that are good frozen, but anyway, we're gonna experiment with this quiche because I love Make Ahead breakfasts and I love coffee shop quiches. They're just so good, but they're like $4 a slice. And I'm gonna serve this, when I eat this, I'm gonna drizzle like a little balsamic glaze over it, or that's the plan. I wish I had tomatoes. Tomatoes would be extra good in this too. Yeah, tomatoes, turkey, and spinach with the cheddar cheese. Sounds so good, but I'm just using what I have here. Okay, into the oven and we shall see the results. Sorry if you hear the heater running. I was not gonna turn it off. This morning, I'm actually headed out on a little friend date. I kind of planned this last minute because I was like, let's do this while we still can. We were actually gonna just do us moms and get babysitting, but the babysitting turned out to be a little bit of a challenge. So we're just gonna take our kids along and it's gonna be fine. First, I'm headed to Twin Valley to pick up coffees for my friends. It's my favorite coffee in all of Lancaster County because it's nitro and I don't know, it's really good. If you know what nitro is, it's like that fizzy, like beer on tap type of feel to coffee. Really good. So I'm gonna go get some sweet cream toddies for us. And little mom hack here, I knew the kids were gonna want something, so I made them little to-go cups of chocolate milk, which is always fun. That way I can drink my coffee in peace and they can have their chocolate milks. I frothed it up with a frother, but it's already disintegrating in there. And then we're gonna do some fabric shopping possibly and play at a park because it's supposed to warm up today and be beautiful. We'll take any of these beautiful February days we can get, right? Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about Natural Cycles. They are sponsoring today's video, and I never missed an opportunity to shout them from the rooftops just because I was on hormonal birth control for years and I will never go back, especially now when you have Natural Cycles as an option. Natural Cycles is an FDA cleared birth control app. And then they also have their thermometer that they send with you, or you can use it with your Oura Ring. But basically what it does is it tracks your temperature, and your temperature fluctuates naturally with the hormones in your body throughout the month, throughout your cycle. And it'll give you green days or red days. So whether you want to prevent pregnancy or try to get pregnant, actually I credit Natural Cycles with helping us getting pregnant with this baby. And yeah, whether you're trying to slow your family down a little bit or trying for another one, Natural Cycles is a great tool, an app to have in your pocket because it gives you knowledge, and knowledge gives you more options. I would say power, but God gives us our children, right? Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about Natural Cycles. The more I talk about them, the more I realize there's people out there that don't realize there are other options to hormones. And I know there's a lot of people out there that would love to go off of hormones, but they don't know what options are out there. And I just want to put a plug in for Natural Cycles. So if you want to try out Natural Cycles, use my code Megan15 and that's going to get you 15% off of your annual subscription plus a free thermometer. I am going to be starting this up again here eventually after the baby. But what I did was take my temperature every morning right when I woke up, and then the app kind of told me what was going on, and it was just really interesting. I learned so much about my body through using it. And yeah, I think you guys should look into it at least, see what you think. And thank you, Natural Cycles, for partnering with my channel. Look at my parking spot I parked in. I don't normally park here, but why not? This is a sweet cream nitro cold brew. I got light chocolate drizzle, and then my friends both wanted caramel drizzle. So let's have a little taste test here. It was so fun. I ran into a friend acquaintance who is also a nurse at the hospital where I'm gonna deliver, and she was giving me the lowdown, the scoop a little bit. Anyway, so that was fun. Let's try it. It is so good. I live a half an hour away from this. Oh man, if you've never tried nitro, it's really good. It's a splurge, but it's so good and so worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna go deliver these other two to my friends and see what the fabric store has today. Okay, I don't buy maternity clothes really. I just like size up, or I have a lot of things that kind of work for any stage of life, like this jumper I'm wearing today, but I have been wearing the same literal 4 outfits on repeat. So I decided I'm gonna use up some of my Inherit, I'm part of Inherit Clothing Company's like reward system. You guys can sign up for it too. Basically, when you buy things or refer a friend or things like that, you can get points and then you get free clothes. So I got some free clothes that are gonna work great postpartum and everything, really cozy stuff. And I just like glanced in the box here. I'm already super excited to put this stuff on. So I have 2 complete outfits. You'll see them here, they're sets, and we can try them on together. And I'm gonna wear one of them tonight because there's going to be a party in my honor. My high school friends, we get together when somebody has a baby, or we've just started this a little while ago, and have like a little bless the mama type of night. And mine we're gonna do before the baby because I have 2 friends that are having babies right after me. And so we just thought it might be better to space it out, make our winter a little more fun. So tonight is in my honor. I know we're going to get our nails done, maybe pedicures, I don't know. I took my nail polish off too, just so I was ready. I don't know what we're doing. But I thought both of these outfits would be perfect for tonight, a cozy girls' night. Okay, here's the first one. It is so cute. Look at this cable knit sweater. I tucked it in and pulled the skirt up over the bump, but it's the perfect length to wear down below as well later on. I'm wearing leggings just to close up the slit a little bit there in the side. I just think it's so cute. It looks like they go together, and it's a perfect maternity outfit, but also I can see myself wearing this a ton in the next couple months, as long as it's cooled out yet. So I'm so happy. This is gonna be something that I wear for years and years. You know, it's not maternity specific. Cute, cute. Okay, this next one is semi the same idea, except this came as a set, and it comes with the knit skirt again, which I got in a medium. I'm planning to pull it up over the bump again because then this is like more of a cropped shirt. How perfect is this gonna be? It's like a dress look kind of, but it'll be super nursing access friendly. So I'm dying to try this one on because it's gonna be cute now, but I think it's gonna work even better later. And I won't need any layering pieces or anything under this one. This one I can already tell is gonna be a favorite, and I don't even have it on yet, so let's switcheroo. Ah, I love it. Okay, here's the other one. Let me see if I can get you a full image of it. Okay, this is so Megan, again with the white boots. And I love the big stripe up top and then the smaller stripe down below. It is so cute. Oh my word. And this is like sweater fabric, but short sleeves, so perfect going into spring. And the skirt's a little fitted. I got a medium. It's a little fitted over the bump. It depends how flowy you want it in the back, I guess. But afterwards, it's gonna be the perfect size. I would probably say I should order a small if I wasn't pregnant. So if that helps you with sizing, I don't know if any of this is even available when this goes out, but I just had to show you. Inherit has some of the cutest clothes. Also, slits don't bother me because I can always wear leggings with them in the winter. And then if they're more of a summer piece, I will sew them up sometimes, or I just have to be careful that, you know, the style that I buy, it has enough room for it to be altered. I don't know, this one's my favorite for sure. I'm not sure why. I love the colors of the other one, but it's no fuss, so cozy and comfy. And so cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one on. I don't feel like changing, and it's perfect. Wow, okay, that was a success. And then to redeem my points, I was redeeming them by $75 increments, and I think I did like 3 different orders. So I did some filler stuff just for like gifts or for myself, whatever, to round out the $75. I got some cute boot socks. Are we sensing a theme here? They're really cute. And another box of matches. And then I got their Poppy and Pout lip scrub. You guys know I love a good lip scrub. That will look cute on my bathroom counter. And then this is their Poppy and Pout lip balm. I don't think there's any color to it. It's just like a lip balm. Maybe I'll give this to Ivani, or maybe I'll keep it for myself. We shall see. Wow, it smells very tropical. Love. Okay, great. Boys are playing with their tractors. I need to put them down for their naps, and I will take you guys along on my little girls' evening. I don't know what we're doing. I never got a pedicure in my life that I can remember. So this is like a month of firsts. I got a massage for the first time ever a couple weeks ago, and now I'm gonna go for a pedicure? I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't know what they have planned tonight. I'm sure we'll do something after the nail thing, but who knows? Maybe we'll go out for like late night apps or something. This high school group, there's 3 of us right now that are expecting babies in the next like 2 months. Ah! You scared me to death! Josh showed up and scared the living daylights out of me. Just like pops around the corner.
Yeah. I mean, it's my house. I can't walk upstairs and say hi.
Oh, no, there's a grown man pounding his head in your bedroom door that you weren't expecting? Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right, see ya.
Have a good day. Anyway, as I was saying, I feel like there's always somebody who's pregnant, which is great. But yeah, it's definitely a culture thing and also a very big blessing in my life to have people that are going through the same stage. But then at the same time too, like the other week, I had 5 out of 7 friends with home with sick kids. You know, we were supposed to do my party that week and we had to cancel because it wasn't suiting anybody. Everybody had sick kids, you know? So yeah, that just kind of is what it is, the stage of life we're in. And I mean, someday we'll all be helping each other set up for our kids' weddings. And that's just makes me cry to think about that. Like, let's have the little stage for a while longer yet, you know? Okay guys, do a Bless the Mama party. You have to do it. It was such a good night. So we went to LA Nails and we all got pedicures. It felt so good, the warm water, and we just sat there and chatted. We were all in a long row. And then we went to a coffee shop and they all gave me their favorite postpartum snacks, which is so fun. I'm gonna show you what I got here. My one friend gave me granola bars. I still have to open the card yet. And my one friend gave me all these like fancy good for you brand like snacks like beef jerky and kombucha, Roar Organic, peanuts, Justin's peanut butter cups, a bunch of different protein bars, Cliff bars here. Yeah, just really fun. Like, I don't know, I have to make myself a little basket with all this stuff in. Another friend made me homemade oatmeal balls with like all the flaxseed, chia seed, you know, that's really good for milk production and everything. And then my other friend, this is such a good idea, I had to show it to you. This is homemade oatmeal packet mix. Instead of using the bought oatmeal packets, it's homemade, so there's good for you ingredients in here. And she says how she made it, what's in it, if I wanna like replicate this. How she adds in her mix-ins. It's just so genius. And so you mix 1/2 cup oats with 2/3 cups milk and microwave it or heat it up and you're good to go. So this is not only like I will be eating this myself, but like this is so nice to have for the kids. And they're like such a big jar too. I just thought that was such a good idea. Yeah, I feel so blessed. And then we had our coffees and sat around and talked for a while, and then they all laid their hands on me and prayed for me and my delivery and just the rest of this pregnancy and everything. It was so life-giving. Like, I really appreciated it. I don't like being like, I didn't feel like I was the center of attention. I didn't want to be like, but at the end, and they were praying specifically for me, and it just felt so good. So yes, do that for your friends. Sadly, 2 of them were sick and one is in Indiana at the moment because her husband's in medical school, so we couldn't all be there, but it was still a super awesome evening. And now I can say I've had a pedicure. Anyway, the kids are all in bed. Josh is showering. I want to go shower and get to bed too, but what a good evening. What a good evening. Okay, the boys are down for their naps and I want to get started on this sewing project. I was at the fabric store for so long and they did not have what I was hoping for. Let me show you the project I'm trying to work on. So obviously babies need diapers and wipes, especially, you know, the first couple years. And I have this diaper bag pouch that my friend me. Well, this one I made myself, but she made one for me originally for Ivani. And then every time I have a baby, I make another one. And basically you put diapers in the one side and wipes in the other. Sorry, this is so beat up looking. I'll show you once I get this one done here that I'm gonna sew now. But it's really, really handy because you can lay your baby down and then put their head on the soft, like where the diapers are at. And then you can pull out the wipes and change their diaper and then fold everything back up again and it snaps shut. Yeah, I haven't been able to find anything on Etsy or anywhere like it, and they're really easy to sew. So I'm just gonna sew one again. It's kind of like an envelope style. This one was with flannel and it's definitely looking the worst for wear, like I explained, but I could not find a print. I like prints because they hide the dirt. Couldn't find anything that wasn't like tacky or girly, a lot of girly stuff. So I just went with this like really pretty green color. And I thought it would look good with my olive diaper bag. We shall see if it works. It feels pretty sturdy, but yet also, you see you have to, when you're making it, it's like kind of a pillowcase, so you have to be able to turn it inside out. So you can't do anything too stiff. But yeah, I'm gonna sew this up here, see what it looks like. And the boys helped me pick out buttons in the button bin. So one of these buttons we will choose at the end just for like the decorative prettiness of it all. I actually have snaps that I'm gonna use. Here they are. These snaps I will use to keep it closed. But then I'll put a button on just for like pretty. It's like not a buttonhole or anything with it. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. It should be like a quick 1 hour project if everything goes well. And I got a ½ a yard of fabric. So it's like this long skinny piece, but it should be, it's way too much honestly. So. So let this little sewing segment be a little lesson to you guys to just go for it. I either couldn't find my stuff or just didn't feel like making the effort, but half my tools were gone. I couldn't figure out where they went. I'm guessing the kids had them or I misplaced them somewhere. But as you can see here, I did not even measure because I couldn't find my measuring tape. I ended up going to my tool chest and getting out a Fat Max construction measuring tape, and hey, it worked, whatever. I didn't have a sewing pen or anything. I was just doing this little project here on the corner of the table, and I think that's what's fun about little projects like this. I have some aprons I want to sew in the spring. I really don't know what I'm doing, but again, the margin for error is it's an experiment. It's fine. It's not like I'm messing up an entire bolt of fabric. And so I enjoy little projects like this. And so if you have a sewing machine sitting around collecting dust, maybe look for one of those little projects. I know you see all kinds of little ideas for DIY gifts at Christmas time, you know, hemming little tea towels and aprons and things like that, pillow covers. I don't do projects like this as much because I'm usually sewing clothing, but it's so fun and relaxing. And yeah, I think it's just that you don't have that weight or stress hanging over your head of what if this doesn't turn out. You know, I had enough fabric, I could start over again, and I really wasn't wasting much money, although I guess time technically, but I consider this my little tinkering time. You know how guys like to go out to the shop and they like to tinker on their cars, or I don't know, my husband's always playing with his golf equipment and figuring stuff out. My dad was a mechanic, and yeah, he was always messing with a tractor or a truck or something. So I consider this in that realm. trying to decide which button to use here, and honestly, they all kind of work. The boys helped me pick some out. I think this one's my favorite, and this is the one that Miller picked out. This one could work too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one. It's so special because my 2-year-old picked it out and it matches so good. Now you can sew these on, but they're really hard to actually stay on, especially at first because they're so tight. So what I actually do is just hot glue them. All about the crafting. So what I'm gonna do is hot glue this on like that, and then I'll hot glue it like that, and that's how I will know that they're gonna match up. But first, we gotta do the button, which I could easily just sew the button on, but then it wiggles and wiggles and jiggles, and I don't know. I've had great results with the hot glue. This is gonna be super easy to eyeball right on that. I'll push the fabric up around it. Okay, and I'm not gonna use this for a little bit. We'll let it cure. But then on the other side, we'll put the snap. So same idea. Here we go. You don't wanna get any hot glue where you don't want it on fabric because it will not come off. Okay, and then I'm gonna stock it with some diapers and wipes just to get the gist of how it's gonna be when it's, you know, in use. And then that's how I'm gonna figure out the snap placement. So more hot glue. How professional can we be? Let it dry just a tad. And I think it'll be about right there. Okay, it has been curing all afternoon, and so here it is. I think it looks good. It slightly clashes with the diaper bag I see now, but I mean, whatever, it kind of coordinates. But yeah, so now I can just snap it shut whenever I need to, but in here, there's the diapers in this side, and then the wipes in this side. And so, yeah, it's a handy little item to have. And there we have it, a little sewing project complete. This quiche is so good. A little bit different texture than the restaurant that I like to get quiche at, but like it's not quite as firm. But yeah, we're eating this stuff up. It's very good. But to end out today's video, I just wanted to, chat a little bit about, I feel like what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. And I feel like mothers are always being reinvented. You know, every time a baby is born, us as a mom is completely reborn again too. And so it's just unsettling. I don't like change, even good change. And obviously like a baby coming is good change, but it's also scary. And I know I'm gonna lose myself for a little bit, and it's fine. I always say it's completely fine to, you know, have a rough patch at the beginning, especially, you know, when you're not getting your sleep. You can't expect yourself to run at peak performance, you know? And I think this advice can work for anyone who's going through any change. Maybe, you know, you can rewatch this when the school is going out for the summer and you're about to have, you know, all your children at home again, or maybe you've just moved. Anything that's like a change and a new career. I feel like there's a few tips that help to navigate all of that for me. And one of those things is to just be more childlike, which sounds really crazy, but children just expect to not know everything. They expect to not be good at everything, and they just give it a try. And that's kind of the attitude that I like to go into the postpartum season with. Like, we'll try things out. I don't have to be good at everything. I don't have to feel like I'm on the top of the world and I'm the best. I don't have to feel the confidence that I normally feel. It's fine. I'm adjusting. I'm learning new things, and it's okay to experiment, and just to know that it's okay to not always know. You know, it's an experiment. And then also with that, I think it's very important to make sure you're not alone. Try to really make sure you have a support system, whether that's a move, postpartum, new career, new, you know, so many different things out there. Yeah, a good support system is so helpful. Somebody you can be honest with. It's not a support system if you have to feel like you have to put up a facade, you know. A support system will hear you, the good and the bad. I mean, not that you should be complaining all the time, but if you have nobody that you can lean on in a harder, more adjustment period, it's gonna be extra hard. You know, you don't wanna be performing for your closest friends and family. And that's something I have to remind myself of too. Like, it's okay if somebody comes over after baby's born and the house is a wreck, or maybe my laundry's piling up, or I don't have like super good food to offer them. Hello, you don't have to offer people food when they're coming to your house. They wanna help you, but for some reason in my brain, when people are in my home, I feel like I need to be like in the hostess mode, which is not a great thing. So it's just something, yeah, just something else to remember. And I think also just to be upfront with your husband. Like if you're crying and you don't know why, say that. That's fine. Like, I'm not mad at you, or I'm not actually like sad. I don't know. I'm just crying and I can't help it. Like, there's so many hormones like exiting your body, I feel like, or changing and adapting after you have a baby. And yeah, that can happen monthly for some women too. I think it's just important to, you know, lay it all out there and explain as much as you can. Sometimes you can't explain anything, but yeah, just to be upfront and honest about things to your spouse, especially because they want you to succeed just as much as you do. And something else that's really practical is just to take anything extra off your plate. I think that nesting hormone that God gives a lot of women before a baby comes is so beautiful, because you get so many things done, and then once the baby comes, just you did what you could do, take everything else off, you know. Just sit there and read books to your older children and hold the baby and listen to me giving advice. I mean, I'm just thinking how it was when I brought my third one home. Hard to know how it's gonna go each time. And that's another thing. I have like all these apprehensions. I think every mom does. Just even the act of bringing a baby into the world. I mean, you guys have heard my birth story by now and everything. And yeah, it's just, wow. But just taking anything extra off your plate that you don't need to do. It's okay to get takeout more often than you're used to, or it's okay to serve eggs for supper, or, you know, if you're not getting your daughter's wardrobe sewed for summertime, or, you know, the Easter dresses didn't happen this year, it's completely fine. So yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm talking to myself too, preaching to myself, and I just thought it'd be a good way to cap off this video as I'm adjusting from a mom of 3 to a mom of 4, and I hate change. The Bible verse, I'm the Lord, I change not. I try to think about that. God is the same at all times, on a good day, on a bad day, in a rough patch, in a beautiful patch. Yeah, so hopefully that was an encouragement to you today in some way. I know there's a very small percentage of you that are looking towards a postpartum period, but anyway, I'm so glad you guys are here for this one. Please check out Natural Cycles, especially if you are struggling to get pregnant, or if you're looking for an alternative to hormones when it comes to your birth control. I use Natural Cycles and I loved it, and I'll be using it again in the future. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.